Hey guys, and welcome back to another War Within gold farming video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you the new best gold farm to do in the War Within. Also, I've recently done a massive update to my retail gold making guide for the War Within, but we'll talk about that at the end of the video. So for this farm, you want to have tailoring and inscription. You want to be specialized into textile treasures with 30 points. Then you want to put another 30 points into quality fabric. And then you also want to unlock the dawn weave and also the dust weave for tailoring. Now for inscription, to get the dark moon cards, this is what you want to spec into. So the dark moon sigils, and you want to put 15 points into all 4 of them. Now you know the specialization with the professions. This is where the farming location is. So in the ringing deeps at this location right here. Now this is by far the best hyperspawn in the game at the moment for cloth farming. You can make a lot of gold from this farm. Some of the recent farms have had nerfs to their respawn rates for the mobs. So this is now the best gold farm to do with the most kills per hour out of all of the gold farms in the War Within. So if you have a character that has tailoring and inscription for cloth farming, I would highly recommend doing this farm at the moment. It is currently making the most gold in the War Within when it comes to cloth farming. What you just want to do is you basically want to run around this location. You want to have a 2x4 group setup, so 2 groups of 4 people. In one of the groups, you want to have a monk with a statue in the middle, and the rest of the people, you want to have either druids or hunters that are going ahead and pulling all the mobs around the surrounding area. You want to make sure that you're pulling all of the mobs. So what I recommend doing, especially if you're the leader of the group, is throwing down some markers around the outsides of the farming location, just so whenever people are joining your group and farming with you, they know exactly where to go. You're going to make all the gold from the cloth that you get from tailoring, also the dark moon cards that you get from inscription, and also the BOEs that you get just from killing these mobs. Now the BOEs have actually been nerfed. However, the BOE's price is starting to go up because of the nerf. What they have done is they've lowered the drop chance for the BOEs, but that's actually made the price start to go up. And because some of the other hyperspawns have been nerfed, the prices of the cloth have also started to go up a bit, which is really good for this farm, because this farm hasn't been nerfed, and you can get over like 3,000 kills per hour at this farm, which is a lot higher than any other farm at the moment that you can do within the War Within. This is why this is currently the best gold farm to do in the War Within at the moment. And now that the normal launch is out, these items are selling even quicker than before. So this is the perfect time to be making a bunch of gold in the War Within. It's as easy as it's going to be all expansion, because these farms in a few months from now will not be as good as they are at the moment. So I'd highly recommend taking advantage of doing these gold farms at the moment and making as much gold as possible while these gold farms are still so good. Let me know down in the comments how your War Within experience has been going so far. For me personally, I've been loving the expansion. It's been super fun, and I've been able to make a lot of gold already in the expansion. So overall, I would say this is one of the best expansions that WoW has ever released. Hopefully the PvP and also the PvE ends up being really good, because everything else so far has been amazing. Now back to the gold making. What you want to do with your dark moon cards, personally what I recommend doing to make even more gold, is if you have enough cards to turn them into a dark moon deck, I would highly recommend doing that. Now to do this, you need to have all of the cards that are required to create the deck. Then all you got to do is click on the card in your bags, and this will go ahead and this will craft the dark moon deck for those specific cards. You can also just sell the cards directly on the auction house, but you're probably not going to make as much gold as you can. So these are the BOEs that we got within 1 hour of doing this farm. We got 1 blue BOE, and we also got 5 green BOEs. Now these all have different prices. The blues have a higher item level and can sell for more gold normally on the auction house. These can also roll with a socket on them and also with plus speed. So keep an eye out for the ones that have plus speed, because you can sell them for a lot more gold than just the regular ones. So as you can see right now, I'm going to turn my dark moon cards into some dark moon deck trinkets. And these sell super quick on the auction house, the trinkets. Like, I mean, you can sell them within seconds. And they actually sell for a decent amount of gold still at the moment, and you can sell them for more by turning your cards into the decks and then selling the decks. So if you have enough cards to do this, I would highly recommend making as much decks as you can with the cards that you have gone out and already farmed. So you just want to click on them. After each farm, I just spam click on every single one, make sure I've made all the decks I can possibly make, then I throw them up on the auction house. The prices of these have been going down over the days, however you can still make a lot of gold from them. I recently have done a massive update to my retail gold making guide for the War Within, adding 173 pages of new War Within information, making the guide 360 pages long, full of all of the best ways to make gold in World of Warcraft. Some of the new updates that I've added for the War Within go over all of the professions and how to make a lot of gold from the War Within professions. It also goes over all of the new spec builds and all the builds and things like that for the War Within. For gold farming, goes over all of the new gold farms that are in the War Within that can make you a lot of gold, and a bunch more useful information just to help you with making gold in the War Within. The guide already went over absolutely everything you could possibly think of for making gold in retail, which is still all in the guide. So if you want to go ahead and check this out, it's the first link down below in the description box, and that will lead you over to the page where you can go ahead and grab a copy of my retail gold guide. My retail gold guide is constantly updated, and if you already own a copy, you get all future updates completely for free sent to your email. So for an example, when new farms come out for new patches in the War Within, or even new expansions after the War Within, I'll be updating the guide constantly, and if you already own a copy, you get all future updates completely for free. So make sure you go ahead and check that out if you want to increase your gold making game in World of Warcraft. However guys, that was it for the video. I just wanted to show you the new best gold farm in War Within at the moment. Until the next one guys, take care.